Hello friends, today in Math chapter 5, arithmetic progression we will study. So we know that we get many sequence around us like 2, 5, 8, 11. Suppose Mini has 100 rupees in his pig bank and she adds 20 rupees every month, then second month 120, then third month 140, then 160, like this way. We get 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. We can write 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5. So like this many sequences we can write of the number. So here we can see that first two sequences 5 minus 2, 3, 8 minus 5, 3, 11 minus 3, 8, 3, 120 minus 100, 20, 140 minus 20, 120, 20. While here 1 square and 2 square, so 2 square minus 1 square we do. Then 4 minus 1, 3, 9 square minus 2 square. Sorry, 3 square minus 2 square, 9 minus 4, 5, then 4 square minus 3 square, 16 minus 9, it is 7. So here 1 by 2 minus 1, we can get half. 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2, then we can get 2 minus 3 by 6 minus 1 by 6. So here we can see that the first two sequences are there, in that the difference between two consecutive terms is equal. In the first sequence it is 2 and 5 difference is 3, 5 and 8 difference is 3, 8 and 11 difference is 3. While the down two sequence is there, in that the consecutive terms difference we can see that the differences are not equal. So such a sequences which has the equal difference between consecutive terms is called arithmetic progression. Let's see some more examples. Suppose Ramesh's starting salary is 1000 rupee and he gets the increment of 500 rupee. Then the first month his salary will be 1000. Now he gets the increment of 500 rupees. So what will be there? 100 and 500 will increase, so 1500. More 500 will increase next month, so 2000. So like this way we can make a sequence. One more example we can think that suppose the product price decreases every month by 10 rupees and starting price is 900. Now it decreases by 10 rupees, so next month will be it is 890, then it will be next month it will be 880, then it will be 870, like this way. So we get the number sequence after adding or subtracting the some perfect number into the next number, then we are getting the sequence that is called arithmetic progression. For example, here in 1000 we add 500, then we get 1500, 1500 again we add 500, then we get 2000. See, same way here we minus 10, we are minus 10. So like these sequences when we get, it is called arithmetic progression. So the starting term is called A or first term, and the common difference it is denoted by the common difference. So now we can define the arithmetic progression, the sequence of number which increase next term we get by adding a particular number, then it is called the arithmetic progression. So now we see the general form of AP. So as we know that first term A, so if we write the terms in AP, A1, A2, A3, A4 up equals to our an. Then the first term a1 equals to, as we said, it will be denoted by a. Second term a2 equals to a plus its common difference is d. Common difference is d. Then we know that when we add the common difference, then we get the next term. So first term is a, then second term will be a plus d, third term will be a, the second term we add the d, so a plus d, so it will be a plus 2d. Fourth term will be a4 will be a plus 2d plus d, so it will be a plus 3d. And so like this way we get the general form of a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d. Next term will be one more d will be added, then a plus 4d, like this way it goes on. If the AP has the limited term which you can count, then it is called finite AP. And if the AP has unlimited term means which is goes on, then it is called infinite AP. Now, if somebody says us that first term a is equals to 7 and the difference is equals to -2, write such it, then we can start first term 7. Now second term 7 plus -2 means 7 minus 2 5. Third term will be 5 plus -2 means 3. 3 plus -2 means 1. 1 minus 2 -1 -3. So this is our AP. Suppose somebody says us that difference A equals to 1000 and common difference D equals to 50. Then write such an AP. Then what can we do? Then we can write that for only 5 terms we want to write. Then A1 equals to 1000, that is the first term. Now A2 equals to difference we add, and 1000 plus 50, 1050. In 1050 we add the 50, then it will be 1100. Again we add the 50, then it will be 1150, and again we add, then it will be 12. So like this way we can construct the AP if we know the first term and the common difference of the AP. Now suppose we are given the APs like 3, 7, 9, 8, like this way. Then is it AP or not? Then we have to just check the common difference. Here we can say that 7 minus 3 4, 9 minus 7 2. So common difference is not equal, so it is not an AP. But suppose it is there 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we can see that each terms like 10 minus 5, 5, 15 minus 10, 5, 20 minus 15, 5. So each terms are different. Each terms difference are equal, and so we can say that this is an AP. So if we are given that A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, An are terms of an AP, then D equals to, we can write A2 minus A1, or we can write A3 minus A2, or we can write A4 minus A3, like this way it is goes on, and we can write AK minus AK minus 1, or An minus An minus 1. So here we can see that A2 minus A1 equals to A3 minus A2. So here A2 we bring from right side to left side, and A1 we take this side, and 2 times of A2 is equals to A3 plus A1. And so in each AP we can say that middle term is the arithmetic mean of its succeeding and preceding term means A2 is the arithmetic mean of A1 and A3. A3 is the arithmetic mean of A2 and A4. So let's see exercise 5.1. So question 1 we are given here, in which of the following situation does the list of number involved make a arithmetic mean or not? So the first situation is given, the taxi fare after each kilometer when the fare is ₹15 for the first kilometer, and so for the first kilometer it is given that ₹15 is the cost, and after that it increases ₹8 for each additional kilometer. So only 1 kilometer we travel, then we have to pay ₹15, but more than 1 kilometer we want to travel, then for each kilometer it will ₹8 increase. So for 2 kilometer it will be 15 plus 8, 23. Then next third kilometer we want to travel, then 23 plus 8 it will be 31. 31 plus 8, 39. So here you can see that the terms we are getting with the common term, first term 50 and the common difference d equals to 8, and so the common difference is equal. So first situation is an AB. Now the second question is given, the amount of air present in the cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. So here suppose starting volume is V, then A equals to V, A1 equals to, but A2 equals to 1/4 part we remove, so V minus V by 4. We are getting 3 by 4V. Now next time 1/4 of the remaining, so A3 will be 3 by 4 volume is remain. From that it's 1/4 we minus. Then we are getting again we LCM, then 12 minus 3 by 16V, so it is 9 by 16V. So we can see that the difference is not equal. Here terms difference is not equal. We are getting sequence V 3 by 4V, 9 by 16V, which we can write V 3 by 4V, and 9 by 16 we can write 3 by 4 square V. Next term we will get 3 by 4 cube V. So here you can see that the difference will never be equal, and so second situation is not an AP. The third question is that the cost of digging a well, every meter of digging is when it costs ₹150 for first meter and rises by ₹50 for each. So starting it is ₹150 and then it rises ₹50 per meter. So 150, then 50 increase, so it will be 200, then 250, then 300, like this way we will get sequence. As you can see that A equals to 150 and D equals to 50 for each terms, and so it is a AB. Now question 4 is that the amount of money in account year every year when ₹10,000, so principal is given 10,000, is deposited at the rate of interest at 8% per annum. So rate is given 8%, and so we have to calculate compound interest. So first year we will get compound amount, that is 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 raised to 1, because we have formula compound amount equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to n. Then second year this is A1, then A2 we will get 10,000 1 plus 8 by 100 raised to 2, because n is equals to 2. Third year we will get 10,000 1 plus 8 by 100 raised to 3. So here you can see that the difference will be not equal, and so it is not an AP. Now question 2 we are given that write the first first form terms of an AP where the first term A and the common difference D are given. So here some questions we will see. The first question is that A equals to given 10, D equals to 10. So A1 will be 10, A2 we want to write then 10 plus 10, 20, A3 we want to write then 20 plus 10, 30, and A4 we want to write then 30 plus 10, it will be 40. Second we have the question number 4, that A equals to minus 1, D equals to 1 by 2. So here A1 equals to minus 1, A2 equals to minus 1 plus 1 by 2. So it will be minus 1 by 2. And A3 equals to minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. It will be 0. Then after A4 will be 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. 0 plus 1 by 2, it is 1 by 2, and so our terms are minus 1, minus 1 by 2, 0, 1 by 2, like this way. Now fifth question is given, A equals to minus 1.25 and D equals to minus 0.25. So A1 will be minus 1.25, A2 will be minus 1.25 plus minus 0.25. So it will be plus minus minus. So minus minus plus, so it will be minus 1.50. A3 will be minus 1.50 plus minus 0.25. So again plus minus minus and minus minus plus. So minus 1.75. A4 will be minus 1.75 plus minus 0.25. And we will get minus minus plus, so 2.00 minus. Now we have the question 3. For the following KP, write the first term and common difference. So it is given 3, 1, minus 1, minus 3. So first term is the given term. So A equals to 3, that is the first term, and difference equals to the minus of consecutive terms. So 1 minus 3 equals to minus 2. Then it will be 1 by 3, 5 by 3, 9 by 3, 13 by 3. So it will be first term A equals to 1 by 3 and common difference D equals to 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3. It will be 4 by 3. Now we have the question 4. Which of the following are AP? If the form AP, write the common difference and more 3 terms. So first question is that 2, 4, 8, 16. Now we are for checking whether it is AP or not. We have to check the difference. So here we can see that A2 minus A1, that is 4 minus 2, 2, and A3 minus A2, that is 8 minus 4, 4. So 2 not equals to 4, difference is not equal, and so it is not an AP. The second question is given 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2. So this also we can write 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5 as. And so here you can see that A equals to A2 minus A1 equals to 2.5 minus 2. It will be 0.5. A3 minus A2 equals to 3 minus 2.5 equals to 0.5. So difference is equal. So it is an AP, and so it is an AP. Now if it is an AP, then we have to write the next 3 term. So next 3 term will be A5, A6 and A7 because 4 terms are given. So A5 will be 7 by 2 means 3.5 plus 0.5. 4 plus 0.5, that will be 4.5, and 4.5 plus 0.5, that will be 5. Now we are given question number 5. that 3 plus root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2, 3 plus 3 root 2 goes on. So we can see that, so a2 minus a1 we take, then 3 plus root 2 minus 3. So 3 cancel, it is root 2. Here a3 minus a2 we take, 3 plus 2 root 2 minus 3 plus root 2. Answer it will be 3 minus 3 0 and 2 root 2 minus root 2, it will be root 2. So we can see that a2 minus a1 equals to a3 minus a2, and so it is an AP, and it is an AP. So we write the next three terms, then a5, a6, a7 will be, so here 3 plus 3 root 2 and difference is root 2, so 3 plus 4 root 2, 3 plus 4 root 2 and the difference is root 2, so 3 plus 5 root 2, and here 3 plus 5 root 2 and difference is root 2, so 3 plus 6 root 2. So like this, in next questions you all can solve and complete the exercise.